So I made this thing, but Dad's gonna explain it. So this is in relationship to our bed and how our energy, the red and near infrared, works. So he's gonna show you all how it works.
And a lot of people, I like to explain to them how it all works. A lot of people go, well, I've been to the gym, or I go to red light therapy and the sun and everything else. And this shows pretty much how it's different, and it explains really what's going on. So yeah, as my daughter said, we made this chart. This is our chart. This little bit of light right here is a visible light, and that's what your eyes see right there. But your body sees to the left and the right of it. It's called, I call it the human spectrum, because everybody knows now you go outside and you get vitamin D3 from UVB and being in the sun. Every cell's got a trigger receptor to grab it. It's real important. Now they do, because of our industry in the suntan industry, we paid Dr. Hollick a lot of research, and they did. The pharmaceutical said, great, here's a pill for you. But they don't tell you vitamin D3, that's how they kill rat poison, is they overdose in vitamin D3. And a lot of people can't absorb it. So you're better to make it the way the universe delivers it to your body. Your body is smart. It takes that free energy, converts that to vitamin D3. Now, we're not talking about sun tanning, but that's the other end of the human spectrum. Lions in Africa, for example, they have to go through the food chain and use their own process to make vitamin D3, and it takes more energy. Our bodies are smart. So now we're discovering, after NASA and all the benefits right here on this side of the human spectrum, is near infrared and red. And the difference here is you'll see this wavelength is what they call, it goes up and down a little bit like this, and it's a hard infrared. It's like a nail. It goes deep into your skin. It'll actually go into your skeletal, and it'll cure osteoporosis. We've had people on one session, people have had come off with the body in scan and had more density of the bone. You go, how can that be? Well, the blood's going in there. It makes it denser. And they've also lost some fat, because fat's like getting into the bloodstream, and they right after doing it. So I mean, it's a pretty amazing thing. Now people go, well, I go to the sauna and I get red light and everything. Well, that's the difference here is far infrared here, and you'll see that the wavelength here is more of a softer wavelength, and it's more like the palm of your hand, where it'll go in and it will heat you up. It won't go as deep. And far infrared in the sauna is good for getting rid of toxins and things like that, but you'll sweat those out, and you'll continue to sweat, and you'll get rid of your minerals. Like you can go out to Arizona, they got a little thing that says, be careful of the heat, come back in, don't stay out too long. They rescue 200 people a year out there. I was out there. I went to Death Valley. We went to look at a gold mine. My friend was late. I told the guy at the desk, he just got up. I said, I'll be outside walking around. The guy at the counter goes, well, be careful out there. I go, whoa, what do you mean? He goes, they call it Death Valley for a reason. I thought it was maybe a bobcat or a hole. He goes, you be careful. And he says, last week, a young German couple came. They left at like 9:30. They were going to come back at 3. They never came back. Hiking boots, water and stuff. A lot of the people that they'll find like dead in the desert, they have water with them, but they hydrate, but they don't have the minerals in them, and they'll sweat that out, and they get disoriented, and then they fall out. Matter of fact, last week we had one of the guys here in St. Louis. He was pulling on a rug, and he was doing red light and everything, and he had all this energy, and he figures he's just sweating. All of a sudden he goes, man, I feel like shit. And he went to urgent care. They gave him an IV pack, and then from there he went to the hospital. They checked him in for 2.5 days at the hospital just from overheating. So far infrared, when you get in the sauna and the hot tub, don't overdo it, get out. And if you do, replenish your minerals and salt intake.
Your electrolytes.
So anyway, this is one, and by the way, I want to understand here, this line right here goes from far infrared to microwave. Well, I want to know who the guy is decided that was microwave, where if I'm just on this side of microwave, is any of my body and cells getting microwave? They don't want to get microwave. So what to say if, like, really whoever made it back here, why did they decide? I mean, this is where you get cooked, so you want to go up to right to get cooked. So, but you have all these waves, radio waves, microwaves, near infrared, ultraviolet X-rays, and gamma rays. And then here it shows the chart how deep it goes. So you want this human spectrum to live right here, and we don't get enough of it. When you lay in the bed, and your body goes, man, I got a charge. I'm so deprived of it. That's why they call our bed a miracle bed. And we do it better, faster, with lenses, more powerful, and different wavelengths than anybody. So get our red light wellness bed and heal your grandma and your family. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.